Jesus, nearly knocked my water over then.
Oh, that's a surprise.
It's been a while.
Fan of the Hodaki Big Show podcast? Make sure you check out more from Jay, Smike and Keezy on their Instagram at Hodaki Big Show, or tune in to them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hodaki. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate. Only one of my ears is working.
It's been a while since we've had that.
Yeah.
It's that sort of that constant search for headphones hasn't been happening.
Yeah, it hasn't. It's been really good, actually. Keezy.
Did you get bought some? Did you get bought some?
No, I don't know what happened. I think Pugs was just stealing them from somewhere else.
Right.
I don't know. Because you guys have still got yours, eh?
Yeah, we all,
Yeah.
including you, were given some.
Yeah.
And we've got ours. Jace,
Yes, Keezy.
you sound super nasally.
Do I seriously?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
No, you sound. Oh, I bet you do.
Not that I'm aware of.
Do you feel okay?
I feel a bit woozy.
Oh, good.
You did like it. It must be the difference between my voice normal and then my voice nasally. It's just a slight thing. The end of your sentences just sound a bit weird. You don't think, Mogi?
No, I hadn't noticed it.
Not that I'm aware of, Keezy.
Righto.
And I mean, if my...
Look how much of a big deal it is, eh? Me saying Jason's nasally.
I don't mind if I do sound nasally.
Well, it seems like you
Is
do.
what it is. Is what it is.
But if I sounded nasally, my wife
Yeah.
would be the first probably to point it out.
Yeah.
What, your nasals?
You're nasally
Or
white.
she'll go, oh, you're a bit nasally. You're coming down with something.
Yeah, right.
Because she doesn't want my filth, obviously.
No.
And that's when I have to sleep in the spare room.
How did your drive-in go? Anything happen? You came in here in a filthy fucking mood.
Yeah, he did actually.
The only thing that happened was when I was in the lift, there was this big fella, and there's a little advertisement at the moment for some sort of prize at Sky City, and it's a Mazda something or other.
You love advertising for Sky City. Yeah.
And this dude with his wife, he looked up at this advertisement and went, "You'd think they'd come up with something better than a fucking shithouse Mazda for a prize." And
That's
I went, not knowing anything really about Mazdas at all.
Was that his big joke, was it?
That was his big joke.
Oh, it was a joke. He wasn't having a gutsache. He was joking about it.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
It was a joke.
I thought he was being genuinely negative about it.
And then
Also-
I did knock my knee on the corner of the desk just before.
Oh,
Oh,
did you, mate?
God.
It's not
But
good.
no, nothing particularly that annoyed. I mean, there's the normal annoyance of people driving at 30k and stuff.
Yeah, that was literally what happened to me today.
Yeah.
It's like, what is in front of this car? Nothing.
I had,
How
a,
fast we? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Speed limit.
Speed limit 30
Yeah.
Ks.
Yeah.
I had a great day.
Did you?
Wife's hungover, so good.
Oh, she at home? They got
Yeah.
not got work.
Yeah, so she works 3 days a week. Well,
Ah.
she has to have 3 days in the office, 2 at home, and so
Yeah.
she did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
So she could be a sack of shit Thursday, Friday.
Nice.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like full of beans,
Yeah.
and she's like, go away.
Yeah, I wouldn't care, though. You can be full of beans, man. I'm going to do jack shit on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah,
Keezy.
she's not like that. Because she hates being hungover.
Well,
Right.
I suppose because it's the reverse.
Correct.
Nearly 98% of the time that
Correct.
when you get those opportunities, you've really got to grind it home.
Mm.
I can't remember, as I've said before. I can. I think the last time my wife was hungover was probably 10 years ago.
Right.
And the only thing I remember about it was she was piss weak, Mogi,
Yeah, that's right.
and she stayed in bed
Yeah.
and then wanted me to go and get her KFC
Well,
at midday, and I went, Jesus, you really are hungover.
well, today, right, so my wife still got up before I did.
My wife!
Gave him a fright.
Shit, that kind of did actually. So she still got up before I did, and then so she was sack shit on the couch, still doing work because she's on the clock or whatever. And then I was
On
like,
the
"Do you-
what?
On the clock. And then I was like, "Do you want to go for a walk at lunchtime or something?" We'll go. She's like, "Yeah, okay." And then maybe on the way home we'll get something healthy like Subway or Pita Pit or something like that. I was like, "Okay." And then
Pita Pit?
yeah,
Peter Pit.
Pita Pit, whatever. Pita Pit. And then I was like, you don't need Pita Pit, you need filthy takeaways. She's like, no, I don't want takeaways. And then I bought takeaways, and she mowed through it and was like, that was the
Yeah.
best thing I've ever had in my life.
Mogi, can you think of anything that would be worse when you're massively,
walk?
massively
That's all I've been
hungover?
thinking about.
Is
I
like,
didn't
do you
even
want to come
listen
for a walk,
I didn't
darling?
listen
No.
to anything else he said.
Yes.
As soon as he was saying go for a walk, I was like, what?
Like, fuck
what,
no.
On what fucking planet is somebody asking me to go to a walk?
Mate.
hungover, and then on What Planet Am I saying yes?
Exactly.
No way.
I
That's
know my
so
wife very well, and I know that a walk is something that she would want to do because
I know,
she
yeah.
starts
I get
feeling
it.
like a piece of shit, and she hates that.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying from our point of view.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like-
Yeah,
I mean,
that-
I don't want to do that sober.
I mean,
No.
it's the worst thing anyone could ask me to do as well. It's
Well, you
about
don't like a walk either.
when I'm hungover. I love going
Oh.
for a walk. We walk around the neighbourhood, which we've talked
yeah,
about,
yeah,
and
looking at houses.
gawk
yeah.
at houses. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we did that today. Found a house we like.
And clotheslines and stuff, eh?
Yeah, Jace, and clotheslines and that.
Going shopping for some
Yeah.
new undies.
Yeah.
There used to be
yeah.
a bit of that back in the day. I don't know how prevalent it is now. It must still happen, surely. But I guess people don't really leave their thought. Maybe they do. Leave
Well,
their
here's
things
a weird.
online.
I tell you what's weird going on in my household at the moment. I had about 30 pairs of socks, which are now down to 2. Mm-hmm. And I will be fucked if I know
Your daughters
where
wear them.
the fuck all my socks are.
Yeah, that's true. Your daughters wear them.
Yeah.
Is that why
Yeah.
you start wearing your wife's socks?
That's
Yeah,
that's,
you haven't
that's
got
what my
30
wife.
pairs.
That's what my wife
Said.
said.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, she was a similar thing yesterday. Where the are all our glasses gone?
Like
Go into her room.
tumblers.
There's like no, just like your standy drinking glass.
Like a tumbler.
Wow, some of them are tumblers, some of them aren't.
Right.
Yeah.
Glass.
What's a tumbler?
A tumbler is a short.
It's
drinking
like
glass.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
stubby.
I thought it
kind
was
of
just something
thing.
you drink any glass. Right. Okay.
And God, you've been very.
I love the show. As soon as someone walks in a slight bad mood, it's like, all right, let's crank this up a notch.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy. The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
But yeah, it was like bloody 9 or 10 glasses in there. It's like, for fuck's sake.
Jesus.
So I had a bit of a go at her.
Yeah, good on
Said,
you.
look, pull finger, man.
What do you think the chances are that she'll listen to that?
0.
Yeah, I'd say so. Right
Mine-
about 0.
Mine was back in the day, I'd always make cold Milos, milk, heaps of Milo on top.
Yeah, and then they get harder.
Yeah, and then just leave those around the place.
Yeah.
And my dad would be the same. He'd be like, "Fuck, I give it a shit." You know what Don's like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stand for
yeah.
that shit.
I'd stop buying Milo in that instance.
Yeah.
Nah, I ran on Milo.
I actually used to love a Milky Milo.
So good.
Yeah, it was real good.
Then they
Real
changed
good.
the recipe for Milo
Oh, did they?
like
that happens though,
7 or 8 years ago. So quite recently.
Right.
And then someone was like, have you tried Milo recently? It sucks. And I had one. I was like, oh, it sucks.
Yeah, right.
That's
There
a
you
true
go,
story.
Milo.
It's a true story.
That's a good story.
But I think probably back when you were a little fella, the meds probably
Well,
affected
yeah.
your taste buds a bit.
But the thing about it is, I think that, Milo was something to aspire to, wasn't it?
Oh,
Because the
massively.
ads always had sports stars and things. So you would have thought wrongly that if you drank Milo,
You'd be an amazing sportsman.
you wouldn't be so sort of weak.
Yeah, and then I have a bowl of Nutri-Grain with like
Yeah,
Corey
exactly.
Hutchins on the front of
You'd be
it.
an Iron Man.
And hell yeah.
I told you,
Iron
and,
Man food.
and I'm aware that I've said this before, but our favourite thing at school when I was at boarding school was the little cartons of milk. You get a little carton of milk, you'd empty half of it out, or you drink half of it.
Sorry.
And then you'd fill it with like 8 to 10 teaspoons of Milo and shake it up. And we called that spongu.
Spongu, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. And
You
just,
just check that time there because I might have to do a bit of a beat
8
over that
minutes.
one.
Yeah, about
just
8
for
minutes.
pugs.
Yeah, cool. Because what happened there, ladies and gentlemen, is Mike makes a very similar joke off air all the time, and that's accidentally happened on the podcast now.
Yeah.
yeah.
Funny though. Spongu.
Spongu, yeah.
I bet right now if I made you a Spongu, or if you made one, you'd probably still love it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm still my addiction now is Nippy's coffee, the Nippy's coffee
Oh.
thing. That's my addiction.
The old school.
Yeah,
Those
I've
are
never
so
had one
good.
of those.
bloody good, man. Real good.
I don't really like a nice coffee.
I love them. I drink them. I could drink them all day
Do they
long.
give you
I
a-
still haven't done the Boss in the can yet, though. My wife was saying actually they're not bad.
I had a Havana in a can.
Yes.
It was pretty good.
Okay.
I was surprised.
Boss in a can is the closest, because I don't really get a kick out of, because I drink coffee for the caffeine.
Do you
I-
get anything out of it?
Yeah, it makes me not a piece of shit.
Right, it does nothing for me.
So I'm the opposite. I wake up and I don't have a coffee. I'm an absolute, and I come in here, I'm sharp, I'm firing on all cylinders, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah,
Because I've
For me,
got a V twin.
if I was
Harley.
hungover, one coffee would be good, but I could never stop at one. So I'd have 3 or 4 and then feel like absolute shit.
Why do you do that?
I don't know.
Oh,
it's just because my brain goes, I'll just have another coffee.
But you...
Nah, it's addiction.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's what it
addiction.
is.
Yeah.
You know, as you're doing it, you know it's the wrong thing to do.
If you
Right.
don't
But you
want
think,
it.
You think you're going to get a different result.
Yes.
Right. So
Definition of insanity.
It
eh?
is.
so the Red Bull thing.
That I quite enjoyed that the other night. The only downside, of course, was that it totally rooted my sleep up.
Well, that's
Yeah,
the thing.
But you're looking for that instant gratification.
Yes.
Right? And then
Yeah.
you think, well, maybe this time I will be able to sleep.
Yes.
Because you're worried about yourself now,
Right, okay.
not you later.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
later.
future.
What which I've never really sort of noticed before when I had that Red Bull the other day, was the buzz in my head. It was like, actually, I've genuinely got a bit of a buzz going in my head, and that was quite good.
So now you're
but
gonna-
as I say, the downside of it is not going to sleep for 24 hours.
I get a buzz off a coffee probably once every 100 coffees.
Right.
Or less.
Yeah. So I need them to function.
Because
And-
when I get the buzz, I'm like, oh man, is this what people get? This is awesome.
Oh, no, I always tend to get a head off my first coffee.
Same.
A bit of a sort of, okay, I'm awake now, let's do shit.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I go back to bed.
So
yeah.
Boss Coffee, though, is the closest I've found to getting an actual coffee worth of caffeine, like that hit, in a iced coffee form. Boss Coffee. It's the best for that.
Yeah, I used to drink those other ones. What are they called? Bros, or the sort of orange ones, and
Oh, the mammoth ones.
not Mammoth.
No, Primo.
We used to have them when we were doing another show here at Radio Hodak, and we got a box load of them, and
Oh,
I
I remember those,
I
yeah.
drank 4 on air and had a heart attack. And it was like, what the is going on? And then I looked at it, and it was like the caffeine content was massive.
I love how history repeats itself. It's like you have pings. You remember those Energizer workout
Yeah.
drinks?
Yeah.
I had one of them and had a heart attack, and then I had a Red Bull and had a heart attack.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, same shit.
Yeah.
Can't help myself. Having said that, though, the old energy drinks, I was a shocker.
Yeah.
Really?
I was a shocker, and now not at all.
I used to be
Yeah.
an absolute shocker for various
Things.
for various things, but also but definitely the energy drinks.
Back in the day, it was so normal just to have like a V in my world.
Yes,
Energy
same.
drinks.
Yep.
Packets of airwaves.
Yum.
Yeah.
That sounds good, actually. Blue V, it was like my kryptonite. But nowadays, if I'm ever tired or need energy, I just make a coffee.
Good on you, Keith.
Thanks, fellas. Thank you. Yeah, I'm the man. So cool. Hey,
You
Seth,
really are
what?
chipper today, aren't you? Just because your wife was so hungover.
My wife was hungover, so I've had a very entertaining day. I'm dropping her off at the airport tonight, and then I'm living bachelor life for a week, and I've got 3 sort of basically
nights.
piss-ups penciled in for the next week,
Yeah.
and then I'm down to Christchurch. So I'm pretty happy.
Good on you, mate.
And also hanging out with you fellas.
Yeah, of course.
Second to last outro of the year. Thanks for tuning in this year, by the way, everyone. We'll be back again tomorrow. Follow us on Instagram, Mr. Mike Minogue, Hoity J, Chris Key and Zed. Call me Pugs.
Thanks, mate.